Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that literally sets the stage for our entire day. Those first few moments right after we wake up. You know, what if the secret to a better day wasn't some huge, complicated overhaul, but just a few simple tweaks to your morning? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. Let's get into it. So, just take a second and think about your own morning. Does this sound familiar? You hit snooze, you finally drag yourself out of bed, you're scrolling your phone, feeling stressed before you've even started. It kind of feels like your morning is working against you, right? Well, for so many of us, that's the reality. But here's the good news. It really doesn't have to be that way. And this is the big idea, right here. It's so simple, but so true. Those first few minutes after you wake up, they basically set the tone for everything that follows. They can fill you up with positive energy, or they can drain you before you've even had that first sip of coffee. A better day really does start with a better morning. So how do we actually make that happen? Well, this explainer gives us a super simple 5-step toolkit. It's a series of micro habits. We're going to walk through each one. First, awakening your senses, then energizing your body, refreshing your system, focusing on gratitude, and finally, defining your mission for the day. Let's start with number 1. First up, habit number 1, awaken your senses. This is all about gently but really effectively firing up your brain and shaking off that sleepiness that just wants to hang around. The action itself? It could not be simpler. Seriously, before you even think about looking at your phone, before you do anything else, just go to the window, open it, and take one big, deep breath of fresh air. It's a tiny action that has a surprisingly huge impact. And there's a good reason this works so well. That hit of fresh air isn't just nice, it's like a hard reset for your brain. It kickstarts your mind, helps you focus, and it creates this really clean break between that sleepy, groggy state and being awake and ready for the day. Okay, so your mind's getting activated. Now it's time to bring your body along for the ride. Habit number 2 is all about energizing your body, shaking off that physical stiffness. And notice the key words here, light exercise. We are not talking about an intense, hour-long gym session. This could be as simple as some gentle stretching, a couple of easy yoga poses, or honestly, just walking around your house for 5 or 10 minutes. The goal here is just movement, not exhaustion. So what's that little bit of movement actually doing for you? Well, it's a signal to your body that, hey, the day has officially started. It helps release physical tension, it can actually lower stress hormones, and it gives your metabolism a little nudge to get going. On to habit number 3, refresh your system. So we've woken up the mind, we've woken up the body, now it's time to get things moving on the inside. And again, look how simple this is. Just a glass of warm water, maybe with a little squeeze of lemon in there. Think about it. You've just gone 7, 8, maybe 9 hours without any water. Rehydrating is absolutely crucial. The benefits here are all happening internally. This simple drink kind of gently wakes up your digestive system. It gives you that clean, fresh feeling, and most importantly, it starts the process of rehydrating your whole body after a long night's sleep. Okay, for habit number 4, we're making a bit of a shift from the physical to the mental. This one is all about gratitude. It's about intentionally setting a positive, optimistic tone for your day. And the practice is just so straightforward. You just take a moment and you write down 3 things that you're genuinely grateful for. They don't have to be big, life-changing things. It could be the warmth of your blanket, the smell of your coffee brewing, or looking forward to a chat with a friend later. So what's the big deal? Well, this simple act creates a massive mental shift. Practicing gratitude has been shown to actually boost your overall happiness. It literally trains your brain to start looking for the positives instead of getting stuck on the negatives. It's not about ignoring problems. It's about starting your day by focusing on possibilities. And when you see it like this, it feels so doable, doesn't it? It's not some huge, complicated thing. It's just 3 little lines on a piece of paper or in a note on your phone. What would your 3 things be today? And that brings us to our final habit. Number 5, define your mission. This is where we take all that good physical and mental energy we've built up and we channel it into a really clear sense of purpose for the day ahead. The action here is to identify your one most important task. I'm not talking about your entire to-do list, not all the things you could do. I'm talking about the single most critical thing that, if you get it done, will make today feel like a win. See, having that one single focus is so powerful. It just cuts through all the noise. It helps prevent that awful feeling of being overwhelmed by a giant to-do list. It boosts your productivity on the thing that actually matters, and it sets you up for that amazing feeling of accomplishment later on. This single number just says it all, doesn't it? The power of one. Focusing your energy on that one key mission creates a sense of direction that can pull you through the entire day. And really, that's the main takeaway here. If you look back, none of these habits are particularly hard or time-consuming on their own. But when you start stacking them together, day after day, their combined effect can be totally transformative. It's all about consistency. So, I'll just leave you with this final question. You don't have to tackle all 5 of these at once. That's not the point. Just pick one. Which single habit from this explainer are you going to try tomorrow morning to reset your day?